You get paid to do what? THV 11's Adam Bledsoe talks to an Arkansas fisherman that has made his hobby his career.
Parkview High School's STEM program is adding a new field of study. Raven Richard has more on how the school is building its program.
Rain is back in the forecast tomorrow with a chance of winter weather, too. Ed Buckner will have your forecast coming up.
One Little Rock woman is working to save as many dogs as she can. Coming up, Denise introduces us to another remarkable person impacting the lives of rescue dogs and the community.
Fans took their frustration a little too far on Twitter after Arkansas basketball's loss to South Carolina. Dorian Kraft explains why social media attacks against athletes should be a thing of the past.
Finding ways to stay warm in the winter while keeping carbon monoxide levels low, that's important. An increase in carbon monoxide can be caused when heating systems aren't working properly. Experts say levels can rise if heating sources are not burned properly.
The fuel is not being burned efficiently, then it will generate carbon monoxide, and potentially, if it's allowed to get into the facility or structure or home, then that can lead to the poisoning.
Using properly connected furnaces. Don't run gas stoves and don't leave your oven on and open. Those are just some of the ways to keep carbon monoxide emissions low.
Hey, thanks, Ed. Problems are arising with the use of electric scooters in Little Rock. The scooters are posing safety issues for riders and pedestrians.
The city of Little Rock is writing a letter to the motor scooter company Lime to determine measures the city can take to protect the safety of everyone involved.
Well, Mayor Frank Scott Jr. says the scooters must be driven on sidewalks and can only be on the road to cross a street since they are not considered a motor vehicle.
All right, everybody. The 2020 presidential election is starting to heat up as California Senator Kamala Harris announced her candidacy on Monday. Now, Harris took to Twitter saying, quote, "I'm running for president. Let's do this together," end quote. And she's now the third U.S. senator, the fourth woman and first African-American to join the race. In Harris's campaign video, she discusses how she wants to fight for American values. The senator will host an official campaign kickoff rally in Oakland, California on January 27th. And it looks like everything is awesome when you're part of the Supreme Court of the United States. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is set to make an appearance in the Lego Movie 2, the second part. The notorious RBG will be wearing her Supreme Court robes in her cameo appearance as part of the creative Younger Sisters universe. Ginsburg underwent surgery for early stage lung cancer in late December and has since been out of the public eye. She, however, is excited to be a Lego figure. The movie hits theaters on February the 8th. And nominations for the 91st Academy Awards will be released later this morning, and a lot of top contenders have already triumphed through the awards season. The favorite Green Book and Roma have been standout winners at previous award ceremonies, including the Golden Globes. And A Star is Born, Black Klansman, and Bohemian Rhapsody are also expected to receive nominations. You can watch the announcement live on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at 7:20 a.m. and the Oscars will air Sunday, February 24th.
32 days into the partial government shutdown, and there is still no end in sight.
And now the 800,000 federal workers affected are about to miss another paycheck. Yesterday, the president ignored questions about the ongoing shutdown at the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial.
But he did address it on social media, telling Democrats to, quote, "stop playing games and give America the security it deserves," end quote. Democrats have rejected the president's latest proposal, 3 years of legal status for some refugees and immigrants brought here by undocumented parents in exchange for $5.7 billion in wall funding.
Is now holding the American people hostage over a vanity project that he calls a wall.
The Senate expected to vote on the president's plan this week, and House Democrats will vote on their own legislation to reopen the government without any wall funding.
Meanwhile, many employees impacted by the shutdown are relying on donations and food banks to survive. They're hoping something will be done soon.
The Little Rock Cares two-day donation drive begins today for Arkansas residents affected by the government shutdown. The citywide event will help the 7,000 federal employees furloughed or working without pay. Mayor Frank Scott says a lot of people, whether there's a shutdown or not, have to live paycheck to paycheck, and that's only worsened when you have the government shutdown. Today's drive starts at 8 a.m., runs till 5 p.m. Tomorrow, it is from 8 until 2. To find a drop-off location close to you and the list of needed items, visit our website, thv11.com.